This is Jenny Miller on behalf of Cheltenham Local History Society, talking to Rod Bowden, who has agreed to taking part in the Society's Oral History Society project. Thank you, Rod, for taking part. Rod was born in Cheltenham and has lived here all his life. He went to Whitefriars School, which no longer exists. So, Rod, what do you remember of the school, and do you know what happened to it?
It was I can stammer a bit.
It doesn't matter.
It was run by Carmelite monks and priests, and I was the 75th boy to join the school, and it went till the early or late 70s, 80s, and it was taken over by the girls' convent.
Where is it now? What happened to it?
It's still there, but it's now under St Edward's.
Okay, at school you played rugby, and I understand that you continued after school to play rugby. Who did you play for, and what memories do you have of the many clubs?
Oh, quite a few. I played for 3 clubs altogether: Cheltenham North, Whitefriars Old Boys, and Old Pats. Most of my rugby career was with Whitefriars Old Boys. Then I went and joined Smith's Industries and spent the last 5 years with them.
Do you still see any of the rugby players?
Yes. Yeah, we have meetings, get together and watch matches, cut matches. Not so much as we used to, because there's not so many of us now.
No, but there are still some of you. Okay, after leaving school, you tried a number of jobs before taking up hairdressing in 1965. Why hairdressing, and where did you train?
First of all, I left school and went and joined Marcus Hazelwood's accountants, but I really didn't like that at all. And I decided, with a couple of friends, to go to Tenby and be beach attendants, which didn't please my father very much. But when I came back, I went up to Bowden to stay with a cousin, and she had a friend who had a hairdressing shop, and they were missing a shampooist, so I decided I'd do it. When I came back to Cheltenham, I joined Bernard's and Mayfair, and I was trained by them.
And where did you go? Did you go to college? Where did you go to college?
They had a training school in Bristol, which I went for a year, and then I did the rest of the training in the Salon.
Lovely. So, very soon, very early on in your career, you opened your own salon. Can you tell us, how did that come about, and what was your first salon like?
Well, my first salon was in St George's Place, and it was a really old building, and how I came to do it was they were advertising in the Cheltenham Echo for sale, and I went and had a look, and I proposed to buy it, and it was really old-fashioned, and we remodernised it, and we were there for 19 years.
And at this point, were your parents supportive of you becoming a hairdresser?
Yeah, very pleased.
Good. So you made a success of that. In the late 80s, you moved to a new salon. Why was that, and what was that like?
Well, the original salon became very dilapidated, and it was owned by the council, and they wanted me to buy it, and I didn't want to buy it because it was a bit of a wreck. So we saw this other salon in New Street, which was out for sale, and we bought it. And we moved in, and we had a very happy time.
How big was that salon? How many hairdressers were working there?
With me, 8.
So quite a big concern.
Yeah.
Quite a big salon. Can you tell us something about your customers, where they came from, what were they like, and what happened to them when you gave up hairdressing?
They came from all over the place. We even had one lady come from Dublin on an aeroplane to visit her sister, but she always came to us and had a haircut. And come from North Leach or in Winchcombe, Tewkesbury, all over the place.
And in the original salon, I think because of where you were, you had a lot of students?
Yes, St Mary's College was going then, and we did an awful lot of the students with cutting and hair.
And I understand you also had a reputation for helping out with colouring.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If somebody had a problem with their hair colour, like doing it at home and it went wrong, we were very good at trying to put it right.
A very worthwhile service, I'm sure, for many people. One of your many interests is singing in a male voice choir. Who did you and are you now singing with, and what sort of songs do you sing?
Well, I joined the Cotswold Male Voice Choir, and I was there for about 14 years. Then myself and quite a few others joined the Gloucestershire Police Choir, which we've now been in for about 16 years. And the sort of music we sing is music from the shows, popular music, popular songs, a few Welsh ones. That's it, really.
And that choir is still going?
Yes.
Roughly how many members?
60.
And are you still singing locally? How far do you travel?
Stroud, Gloucester, Tewkesbury, mostly in Gloucestershire and Worcestershire.
So, Rod, having lived in Cheltenham all your life, what do you think is special about Cheltenham for you?
I think the history, really. It's a regency town, and it's got a lot to offer people, and it's just a great pleasure to walk round.
I think there are many of us who would agree with that. Thank you so much for taking part in the project.